All right, welcome back to the channel, y'all. Welcome back to the vlog here. And today's video, I want to talk to you guys a little bit just about like ownership, why you should own a Lamborghini, what's that like, why it's an investment. So I just want to talk a little bit about Lamborghini ownership. So the first thing I want to put it out there, do I think you can drive a Lamborghini every day? No. Not the Gallardos or the Murcielagos, not even the Aventadors. The Huracans and above, because Audi basically really took over at that point, I feel like at that point you can actually drive it every day because those cars are built differently, right? The Gallardos, the 2004 to 2008, those are when Lamborghini, I feel, was still in control. So there's a lot of stuff on the car that's very raw, but very what you want, Lamborghini. From 09 to 2014, which is basically, they call it, the LPs, they are a little more refined. You can see Audi started putting their little, let's fix that area, let's change that. So they made a couple of adjustments that you could, so the car can drive a little bit more, you can feel a little bit more of a daily. It started becoming more of a daily, and then the Huracan went right there. So that's just the first thing, okay? Now, what you can expect the minute you get a Lamborghini, no matter what model Lamborghini you get, let's just get that out there, it doesn't matter. You're stopping traffic, okay? Everybody's looking. Everybody's taking videos. You have to be the defensive driver, okay? You have to look at how other people are driving because they're not paying attention to how close they are to you. They're forgetting how low you are to the ground, all of that. And you got to remember that people are not seeing this car on a regular basis. And depending on where you are, Lamborghini ownership in New York is different than Miami, is different than wherever. Like in Miami, you see these cars all the time. In New York, you don't see them all the time. You know they're there because people have money out here. So you'll see them certain times of the year, like, once it starts getting warm, most of the time you'll see a car, but you're not gonna see them like every day. Miami, you probably see them all the time. Warmer states are different. So anyway, so everyone is gonna be looking at your car. Everyone is gonna be taking pictures. You're gonna be saying hi to a whole bunch of people. So it's gonna make you social. So if you're not a social person and you want to have conversation start, you want to have a conversation starter, get a Lamborghini, right? People will stop you to ask you what you do, right? Just today, before I made this video, I'm sitting down, I'm on a conference call, a truck driver pulls up across the street, and I'm just parked, comes out the car, comes out the truck, and he's like, hey man, I don't know what you do, but I see you in this car, and I'm saying to myself, I always told myself I was gonna get a Lamborghini one day, and this truck driving is not alone getting it done. What do you do, and how can I get down? So I told him what I did. I help people, build businesses from any idea, from scratch to profit, right? That's what I do, right? 6- and 7-figure businesses, I got you. And he was like, I need that. So I gave him my information. We switched information. I sent him to my website. He signed up for my free program right there, just on the spot. He's like, I need it. And that's gonna happen. So if you have a business, your business is going to get more attention because people are going to want to know what you do. They're going to ask you on a regular basis. Every time you get in the car, if you position yourself where people can see you and actually get a chance to actually come up to the car, they're gonna start by saying it's a nice car. They're gonna start by saying, that probably goes right into what do you do. So that is gonna definitely be it. So you'll definitely make your money back if you have certain things in place. People will do that. People will then, who you normally would never have spoken to because for whatever reason you guys don't talk, they will be hitting you up because they know someone that has a Lamborghini. Now you got to remember, you become the friend or family that has the Lamborghini now because people, they don't have it. So you become that person to everyone. So you want to make sure that you recognize that you're going to get all the attention. And here's the thing about it. It is what it is. It doesn't matter how much money you make a year. People will automatically assume you're a millionaire. Like right away. And I don't care what you make, because you got to remember, to qualify to purchase any Lamborghini, you got to have your stuff together too. So you can't just buy a Lamborghini. So that's also the reason why people's like, well, either you're a millionaire or you make a lot of money, because just to buy the car, you in most cases have to make double what the car is. So even if you were buying a Lamborghini, and I'm talking, you can, any other car is fine. Try to buy a Lamborghini, it all changes. Okay, so that's, just remember that Lamborghini ownership is completely different than any other ownership. Than Ferrari, than McLaren, than Benz. Doesn't matter. The minute a bank sees that you're looking to get a Lamborghini, oh no, their brain goes into Lamborghini mode, right? Because they're also fans of the cars. So they're looking at you like, wait a minute. You want to buy this Lamborghini, and even though the car is 90,000, let's just say, I'm talking about if you get a car, you can get a 04 to 08, depending on mileage, right? You can probably find the cheapest I've seen. I checked before I got on did this video, was like 77,000, right? It was 04, had pretty good miles on it, you know, but it's 04. 04 doesn't have the front lift. It's a whole nother problem if you don't have a front lift. Let me tell you that right now. So it doesn't matter, because all they're thinking about is that if you have to fix anything on the car, it's gonna be thousands of dollars. The next thing with Lamborghini ownership, at least here in New York, State Farm is the only insurance company that insures the car. There's probably others, but I'm talking about those of you that have your Geicos, your Progressives, your whatever. Nah, I checked everywhere, and the minute I said Lamborghini, it's like, nope, we don't insure that. Sorry, we don't do it. So that's another thing. It's gonna be hell finding insurance. Depending on if you buy, you can check State Farm, but like State Farm in New York is the only place that does it. Something to think about. So the experience every day, oh my goodness, it's a beautiful experience. It's a beautiful experience. When you drive the car, you do feel like you're away. You do feel like you have, you know, going on a little trip. So you get to the power of the car, the way the car drives, all that stuff is just great. You're able to kind of just get lost and get the rocket ship experience every time you hit the gas, and still be within, you know, speeding limit. You know, I mean, you're not gonna, I mean, some people are out of control, but you're not really gonna go to, you know, try to go 150, 200 miles in regular roads. You're gonna be going 0 to 60, 0 to 100. And because you get there so fast in the car, you can get those quick spurts of excitement, and then you can fall right back down. So for me, business, it'll help with your business. It'll help with your networking. It'll open up more doors to more exotic groups, and those are the type of people that have money, right? So if you're gonna get open to more exotic groups, those car rallies, you're gonna get around more people that can afford the car. That naturally means that you should upgrade your circle of friends, right? So if you have a problem getting into a better circle, yeah, get yourself into a Lamborghini, and once you get into the Lamborghini forums, you know, if you got it, especially if you get it from a dealership or you're servicing at a dealership, they'll tell you what's going on with Lamborghini and the different clubs you can be a part of. You get part of the rallies. So there's a whole world of cars and network that you're not a part of now, not owning it. You can have any other car, but if you have a Lamborghini, everything changes, right? The networking changes. For those of you that are looking, you know, you'll say, hey, Chris, you know, and this is a funny one, right? If you are trying to get a date, and you know, have a problem getting girls, yeah, just go to an area where there's a lot of, go to a mall, go to a nice mall, right? Or an area where money is spent, right? And just park your car, and people will come to you. Oh, can I take a picture? Oh, and if you see a nice young lady, that'll be your time to take your shot. And I'm not saying that just having a Lamborghini makes it easy. No, but what it does is, depending on the female, she'll just want to ride in the car. So that'll give you your shot. That's what a shot is. A shot is, can I get an extra, can I continue this conversation? If you got game, you straight. If you got no game, you might get lucky, right? But hey, it's better than not having the option, right? So to definitely improve your dating life for some people, networking, business, overall experience, and honestly living a dream, right? Because you're driving most people's dream car. You're driving a car that most people have on their walls. You know, kids are wishing they can see it. You become that person. So it is one of those things that once you get it, it's very hard to say what's next, because then you're just kind of going deeper into car world, because everybody else stops at Lamborghini. So just remember that. The one thing that most people don't think about when it comes to Lamborghini, most people stop at Lamborghini. If you have a Lamborghini, to everyone, you've reached the pinnacle of cars, right? Because any other car, they don't really know. Like you talk about, oh, I got a Pagani. What is that? I've never, okay. Now you're going into hypercars and, you know, stuff that people just, now it's like, forget it. That's a show car. That's not even a car you drive. When you have a Lamborghini, people believe they can take it on a date. People believe that's this weekend car. People start creating this story because they start saying, if I had a Lamborghini, when would I use it? How would I use it? And that's where you can start to have those conversations. So, so what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to take you to the car. Because we got the new wrap, like I said. I'm going to show you guys another walk around just so you guys can see the color. It looks so crazy. And then I'm also going to do a quick pass by just to show you the networking Velocity Racing, because once I got my Lambo, the door's open. I'm working on a project with them, which, you know, anybody here, once I drop it, anyone can be a part of this project. It's going to be super dope. But I'm going over, this is the last weekend of the exotic car racing, so they want to see the wrap. They haven't seen it, they've heard about it. So I'm going to go there, show them the wrap. What I'm going to do is when I get there, I'm going to do another walk around. So I'm going to do a walk around now. No, actually, forget it, guys. We're going to go to where they are, see the other cars, and then we're going to do a walk around of the new wrap, and we're going to be done. But that's basically, I just wanted to share some Lamborghini ownership part 1. So this is Lamborghini ownership part 1, okay? As more stuff is happening, I'm going to give you Lamborghini ownership part 2 and part 3. If there's more stuff, I'm not going to be redundant. But if situations start to happen that I think you guys should know so you can understand what it is. Now, once again, this may be my experience here in New York, but it's good to know because, you know, just New York has a lot of people. So I get there's always people that are looking at what's going on. So it's a great opportunity. So yeah, so we're going to talk about that in another video. But for now, let's head over and take a look at the other exotic cars. So we're heading over to where they're doing the where you get to test drive the cars for like $150, $250. You get like 4 laps, 5 laps in a parking lot. If you guys never done that, that's what I used to do before I bought my exotic cars. I used to go and that's how I used to test drive my cars and really get to feel them, because you couldn't really do that if you went to the dealership. That's what let me know I wanted to get a Lamborghini, right? So yeah, so let's head over there, see what they got going on, and yeah, take it from there, guys. You guys, hope that was some good info for you. Let's go check it out. We're out.
It's easy to set a young heart on the run, to see it crashing out the sky.